Hello again. Right now, we're going to read The Bad Seed together. I love this story. And as we read the story, I want you to think about the characters who are in the story. Remember, the characters are a person, an animal, or a creature in the story. Let's check it out. The Bad Seed. Written by Jory John and illustrations by Pete Oswald. Remember, the author is the one who writes the words, and the illustrator is the one who draws the pictures. I'm a bad seed. A bad seed. Oh yeah, it's true. The other seeds, they look at me and say, "That seed is so bad." When they think I'm not listening, they mumble, "There goes a bad seed." But I can hear them. I have good hearing for a seed. How bad am I? You really want to know? Let's pause right here. Do you notice any of the characters? In this story, the character is not a person, and it's not an animal. It's a seed. Well, I never put things back where they belong. I'm late to everything. I tell long jokes with no punchlines. I never wash my hands or my feet. I lie about pointless stuff, and I cut in line every time. Wow, this seed is really bad. Can you look at the pictures and see what the seed means when he says things? Like, for example, on this page it says, "I lie about pointless stuff." Now that's something that's bad, but do you see what he may have lied about? He may have lied about throwing the baseball into the window, and he's blaming it on the cat. Oh, man. The illustrations can show us more about the story than maybe just the words. Let's keep reading. I stare at everybody. I glare at everybody. I finish everybody's sentences, and I never listen. And I do lots of other bad things too. Know why? Because I'm a bad seed. A bad seed. I just can't help it. Sure, I wasn't always this bad. I was born a humble seed on a simple sunflower in an unremarkable field. I had a big family and seeds were everywhere. We found ways of having fun. We were close. But then the petals dropped and our flower drooped. It's kind of a blur. I remember a bag. I'm going to pause. Let's review a skill from last week. Can you make a prediction? What do you predict happened to him? Look at the pictures and listen to the words one more time, and let's make a prediction. It's kind of a blur. I remember a bag. Now look at the pictures. What do you see? Can you make a prediction? Can you make a guess? Why does he not remember what happened? What did happen? Let's keep reading. Everything went dark, and then a giant. I thought I was a goner. I thought I was done for. I screamed and hollered, "Ah!" But I was spit out at the last possible second. What happened? Was your prediction right? I flew through the air and I landed under the bleachers with a huge thud. Thud. And when I woke up, it was dark outside. A wad of gum had softened my fall. I felt okay, but something had changed in me. I became a different seed entirely. I'd become a bad seed. A bad seed. That's right. I stopped smiling. I kept to myself. I drifted. I was a friend to nobody and bad to everybody. I was lost on purpose. I lived inside a soda can, and I didn't care, and it suited me. Until recently, I've made a decision, a big decision. I've decided I don't want to be a bad seed anymore. I'm ready to be happy. It's hard to be good when you're so used to being bad, but I'm trying. I'm taking it one day at a time. Sure, I'll still forget to listen, and I still show up late, and I still talk during the movies, and I still do all kinds of other bad stuff. But I also say thank you, and I say please, and I smile. And I hold doors open for people, not always, but sometimes. And even though I still feel bad, sometimes I also feel kind of good. It's sort of a mix. All I can do is keep trying and keep thinking, maybe I'm not such a bad seed after all. Hey, look, there goes that bad seed. And then the pistachio says, actually, he's not all that bad anymore. And then see the seed, he turns around and says, I heard that. The end. All right, friends. So what did you notice about the bad seed from the beginning of the book till the end of the book? He changed. Friends, sometimes characters will change from the beginning to the end of the book. Remember, in the beginning of the book, he said, I'm a bad seed. And he was telling us how bad he was. And then towards the end of the book, we realized he's not so bad of a seed after all. If you enjoyed the story, you can listen to it again.